Let me start with conservation. Conservation is the practice of caring for these resources so all living things can benefit from them now and in the future. All the things we need to survive, such as food, water, air, and shelter, come from natural resources. Some of these resources, like small plants, can be replaced quickly after they are used. Okay, what is biodiversity? Biodiversity is a term used to describe the enormous variety life on Earth. It can be used more specifically to refer all of the species in one region or ecosystem. Biodiversity refers to every living thing, including plants, bacteria, animals, and humans. This is the brief about biodiversity. Let's first look into species. Species, a group of population which are capable of interbreeding with each other and reproduce a fertile or viable offsprings within their population is called species. Members of a species have common characteristics. Ecosystem. All the living components, plants, animals, and microorganisms, along with non-living components such as climate, soil, river, deltas, etc., and their interactions among themselves and with each other form an ecosystem. Wildlife refers to undomesticated animal species but has to come to include all organisms that grow or live in wild area without being introduced by humans. Flora and fauna. The plants and animals found in a particular area are termed flora and fauna of that area. Together, the flora and fauna of a place form the biodiversity of a place. For example, sal, teak, mango, jamun, silver ferns, arjun are the flora. Chinkara, blue bull, barking deer, cheetah, leopard, etc. are the examples of the fauna. Endemic species. Let me start with the examples. Penguin, ostrich, camel, polar bear, hammerhead shark, hippopotamus are the examples. Hope now you understood what are endemic species. Anyway, let me give the definition of what endemic species are. Species of plants and animals found exclusively in a particular area are called endemic species. They are restricted to particular geographic regions and are not found naturally anywhere else. Particular type of animals or plant may be and make to a zone or a state or country. Hope you all are now clear what endemic species are. Wise and judicious use of natural resources is known as conservation. It also means to maintaining diversity of species, genes, and ecosystems as well as functions of the environment such as nutrient cycle. Significance of biodiversity. All the components in nature are interdependent. They are always interacting with each other through food chain, food webs, etc. There is perfect harmony and balance in these interactions. Any disturbance to the living or non-living components of the ecosystem will cause drastic adverse effects on all other organisms. Therefore, to maintain perfect balance, we have to conserve our biodiversity. Threatened and endangered species. Some species of plants and animals have greatly reduced in number in their natural habitat. They are either at the edge of extinction or likely to become extinct. Such species are called threatened species. The threat might be due to habitat destruction, non-availability of food, or excessive use of those species. Endangered species. These are species which are in danger of extinction in the near future. If the unfavorable factors for these are allowed to continue, they would become extinct. For example, Asiatic lion, Himalayan brown bear, Kashmiri stag, blue whale, Great Indian bustard. Vulnerable species. These are the species which are likely to become endangered in the presence of causative factors. Example, black buck, golden langur, chinkara deer, etc. Rare species. Species which are existing but are low in number are known as rare species. For example, golden cat, monk seal, Indian pied hornbill, guestless, Himalayan porcupine, etc. Extinct species. These are the species of plants and animals which have been lost forever. A species once lost cannot be retrieved. Red Data Book. These are the source of books maintained by the IUCN, which contains a record of all threatened species of plants and animals which are in danger of extinction. Steps for conservation. Awareness should be spread among the people about the importance of wildlife and its conservation. Special acts and laws should be enforced. Special protected areas should be developed to protect all types of wildlife. Protected areas or conservation areas are locations which receive protection because of their recognized natural, ecological, or cultural values. Biosphere Reserves. These are large areas of protected land for conservation of wildlife, plant and animal resources, and traditional tribals living in that area. Tribals follow the mode of sustainable development. They obtain useful products from the wildlife and in turn protect the wildlife present in that area. A biosphere serves multiple purposes as it conserves plant and animal diversity along with serving as areas for ecological and environmental research. India has 18 biosphere reserves. Simlipal, Panchmari, Sundarbans, and Nilgiri are some of the biosphere reserves present in India. National parks. These are the areas which are strictly reserved for betterment of wildlife. Here, the animals can freely use the habitat and natural resources. The human activities like forestry, grazing, cultivation are prohibited in these areas. There are 103 national parks in our country, which help in preserving flora, fauna, landscape, and historic objects of these areas. Jim Corbett, Khanna National Park, Banarghetta National Park, Satpura National Park are some of the examples of national parks in India. Important national parks and sanctuaries in India. Wildlife sanctuaries. These are the areas which provide protection and suitable living conditions to wild animals. Poaching or capturing of animals is strictly prohibited in these areas. They are used to increase the population of animals which are on the verge of extinction. Wildlife Act was passed in April 1972. National Forest Policy was passed in 1988. Project Tiger is a wildlife conservation project initiated in India in 1973 to protect the Royal Bengal tigers. There were approximately 40,000 tigers in India in 1900s, but a tiger census in 1972 revealed only 1,827 tigers. A number of tiger reserves were set up in various states to maintain the tiger population in their natural environment. In 2007, there were more than 40 Project Tiger wildlife reserves covering an area of 37,000 kilometers square. Project Tiger helped to increase the population to 3,500 in 1990s. However, in spite of all these measures, 2008 census revealed that the tiger population had dropped down to 1,400 due to illegal poaching. Now, Tiger Protection Force is being set to combat poachers and the efforts are paying off. As per the latest census 2018, India has 2,967 tigers. Migration refers to the regular seasonal journey undertaken by many animals. Migrations include movement of varied distances made in response to change in food availability, habitat, or weather. They fly for laying eggs when the weather in their natural habitat becomes very cold and inhospitable. Whales, fishes, butterflies, turtles, and birds are migratory animals. Deforestation. Deforestation is when humans cut forests for lumber or to use land where trees stood for crops, grazing, extractions, or development as the population increases and the people migrate. Causes of deforestation: agriculture, small-scale and large-scale farming, logging, cutting of trees for use as raw materials, mining and urban expansion, clearing of forest area for the construction of infrastructure, Effects of deforestation. Deforestation leads to soil degradation and erosion, changing climatic conditions along with the destruction of many habitats of the many retrieval for living beings. Let's follow these steps to get a better future. Thank you.